Damn it. I have to do it all again. Okay, it's cool. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? You're watching Clutch EXE, and I'm in the building talking about some Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news updates. So, if you didn't know, there have been a lot of news about this game that dropped over this weekend, all the way up until this morning, and I'm going to cover it all. Uh, and I'm going to start right up from the beginning. Right on right on Saturday, they had their New York City live stream in where right on Friday they had their New York City live stream where their producer Hiroki, he basically went over all of the new uh, the producer Hiroki went over all the new characters that were going to come out in Brave Exvius. There are a lot of like different characters that were coming out for their Black Friday promotion. And they went over like a bunch of bundles and they went over a bunch of new modes. Like there's a lot of things that they went over. And it was all very like interesting and like fascinating. The first character that they showed us was Agent Olive. Olive's TMR was advanced weaponry. It increases equipment 100% and then increases the LB gauge. And her STMR is Black Sparky, which is like Sparky's her gun, and then this is like the black version because it's like the Black Friday unit, and then it's gonna be 174 attack, two-handed. I think it's like pretty decent. And then like bundled together, both these units are coming out on November 28th. For Black Friday, so bundled together, this unit's coming out alongside Mastermind Zahn. This unit is like, if you know Zahn, his thing was he'd always use is like Twist of Fate, and he'd take all the buffs from the enemy team and like take all the bad buff or the good buffs from the enemy team and give them to your team. Like Zahn, he's supposed to be like doing that type of stuff. He's like a true dual wield attacker. His TMR is untraceable cell phone, and it has like the enables bounty call, which is like the funniest ability. Enables Libra as well, but like it doesn't have any attack. It's not very I hope Bounty Call have some type of attack and like that, like maybe percentage, 20%, something like that, something to get to like off put for Zahn, because this is a accessory with no attack on it. But like I don't know, maybe I don't know, I'm not sure. His STMR Crimson Butter, like just his TMR, I don't like the way it is. I don't like it so far. But his STMR Crimson Butterfly, it it has a 165 attack, enables Float Like a Butterfly. It's like a really high attack STMR. I don't know what Float Like a Butterfly does, so we're gonna have to wait and see until that comes out. And then the following banner for Black Friday comes, and it's with Dr. Aiden. Aiden is that character we all know with Vestment of the Wind. He comes back in like an alternate costume. I see people always talk about where are all the male healers, where are the 5-star male healers. So here they are. His TMR, Aiden's Trench Coat, Defense 25, Spirit 65, really good there. Enables Night Camouflage. I saw online that gives MP. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but if it does, that's cool. And then, but that's only for Aiden. And then Dark Disguise, we need to figure out what that does. Oh wait, so I'm pretty sure that they were saying that Aiden's trench coat, it actually has like immunity. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll have to go back and check. But his STMR's medical staff, it attack 12, defense 6, spirit 155, enables HP plus 15%, and then enables sedative. And you got to see what sedative does, but it's probably pretty good. These units seem to be really cool. And like one thing that I really like about these units that I haven't gotten to mention yet is they all have this Magnus ability, which is like a really powerful version of the ability, but they can only use them like one time per round. So it's like almost like a cooldown skill, except for like functionally it's like a cooldown skill, because a lot of the time some of the cooldowns are so long that you can only use the move like maybe twice per fight. So like if like this one is limited to 2 uses per fight, so you might be able to pull it off twice, or maybe you pull it off more often. I'm not sure. But the last unit is Xyrus. This one is my favorite. He has like I'm such a fan of the hat. He has like this like old detective type look, and it's Xyrus because you know that this man's a badass. He coming through with a 5-star form. He deserves it. He's showing out. His staff looks really awesome. Like they did a really good job. His TMR is top operative. Like STMR status, it's really good. 50% magic with a rod, and then also gives you 50% true double hand magic. I was gonna say magic true double hand magic. And then its STMR holographic transceiver, 175 mag staff. I can't think of a staff that's stronger than it off the top of my head. Attack and spirit plus 20, and then it gives you Dragon Slayer and Mecha Slayer. So pretty good there. It gets a thumbs up from me. All of these units, one comes out November 28th, and then the following Thursday after that, we get the next unit. All these units are not time limited. These are not like, it's gonna be like Esther where these units are just themed, but they're not time limited. You can get them off banner. You can get them in the future. These units are in the pool. Hallelujah. I'm glad. All 4 of them seem like really good units that if I got off banner in the future, I would love and appreciate having, and like, you know, be interested in using like a UFC. These units like there's the Xyrus Aiden banner is a banner that if I had the lapis to pull for, I would say go for it. If you guys said, hey, I need a healer and I'm interested in getting a mage too, I would say definitely go for this banner. If you the Zon olive banner, it's okay. Like if you're okay with getting the attacker, if you're okay with getting one Zon and having his TMR, and let's say Bounty Call is not a good ability, if you're okay with having his TMR anyway and like having that unit anyway, then like I would, and while you're chasing Olive, I'd say go for it. I kind of think right now Olive is more the prize than Zon on that banner, just because Zon is kind of underwhelming right now because we still don't have all the information, but we'll know next week. But yeah, like if you're okay with that, then I would say go and you pull on that banner. But if you're, you know, hesitant, I would say maybe like think about it. Me personally, I don't think I will be pulling on this banner. Maybe I might drop some tickets on the Xyrus side because I think Xyrus looks cool. His TMR is great, and if I get one, I definitely know I'll UFC for the rest of it. And if I get Aiden, healers are attracted to me naturally, so I think that I'll get Aiden again in the future off banner, or if Aiden is like that amazing, I would UFC for him because I love having healers and I love having different healers because healers always are in fashion. I think support characters are my favorite characters in this game. They definitely save you the most. So yeah, I was really a fan of this banner in general. This banner also came with its own event. I'm pretty sure it's like a raid event where it's like you go in with your units or whatever. And then the second week there's like a trial boss. Pretty standard stuff. I can't wait to see it. There's a bunch of bundles too. I always recommend to play as free to play as possible. I've dipped and paid some money, but I really don't ever want to do that again. And but if you guys want to spend some money, there will definitely be bundles that are like cheaper than the bundles that were out before. Like the Black Friday bundles, they had a bundle that was like compared to the regular price, you got like an extra 8K or something like that, or 9K lapis, which is like a great deal if you spend that much. I think it was like $100 American bundle. So yeah, so if you want to do that, you can do that. In terms of other news that they were talking about, there was the fixed party battle. Fixed party battle here. It was like pretty much like a global raid that the more people do it, the more prizes everybody gets. Everybody can get involved. It's pretty cool. Like have a way that people can talk and like, come up with strategies to like do whatever. It's pretty cool. Like I just like the fact that it gets people to talk to one another about like doing different trials, because just the discrepancy I think between top people who play and people who just start, like and I think Hal was saying the same thing, like they just have nothing to talk about with each other. Like he was saying something along the lines of it's how hard it is for like to get to that other level of like content. But I think more so if I just think if we can both talk on equal playing terms, like we're both using the same units, that will be like really cool. And I'm not saying like, yeah. Anyway, I think fixed party battle is cool. You guys can go in, talk with one another, like get thing. I still think there should be a mode where you can like go in online and group up, take like maybe you and two other friends. You guys each get 2 units. And one guy can be like, yo, I'll be your support. One guy can be like, I'll be your damage, I'll be your chaining. One guy can be like, yo, I'm actually going to be your tank and your chain finisher. So one guy and you guys can like beep beep, and then you see the hits go up and then you press the button. Like, I think that would be the coolest. Like if you could either go in 2s or 3s, like you either give 3 units to one other guy and you guys are going in 2s, or you guys control 2 units each and you guys are going in 3s. But that would be the only, like, no more than that. I think that would be sick, and I think that they should have been looking into that. And then you guys can go in and do like raid content together, like easy content. You guys can go in and do maybe specific content, like they make a boss every month instead of doing like the Chamber of Vengeful, like whatever. It's like a boss or like maybe it is the Chamber of Vengeful. Those missions itself, like you can go in and that's why you go in with 2 different units every time, and it like racks up. Like those are like cool ways that I think Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is like lacking. And I think that if it had like an aspect like that, or in like a multiplayer aspect where people can go in with 2 of their own units, maybe somebody comes in with like his own tank, and his tank is like way stronger than yours, so now you can like tank these bosses that you couldn't do before, right? And he's like helping you, like getting through these like Chamber of Vengeful missions, like getting your stacks up or whatever, getting your mission rewards. So like those are like some of the ways that people can be like, yes, that was so cool. I love FFB because of that. I got to do something cool with somebody online who really like saved my bacon. Like that is like one of the ways that FFBE could like get really popular, especially in global. Like I think it would be much popular if there was like a multiplayer aspect to it. Anyway, rant over. That's fixed party battle mode. They also went into talking about some of the holiday units we'll get, and this is like pretty funny too. Like it's pretty hilarious that started selling us the holiday units at November. They let us know. They're like, this is the holiday unit. I think they did this before too. They're like, it's Felix and Tiana, blah blah blah. Here you go. So these are the holiday units. They'll also have like an elemental battle, which is like great. It's very likely that Levinson is like a precursor. The elemental battles seem to be followed by the precursor, and you see all this ice around, so it's possible that he's like some the ice guy. And yeah, and then he'll probably find a way to like get connected to Tiana or Felix or things. So I'm interested in like the lore aspect behind all of this. Lucas, I have no idea what that's about, but like I think he's a cool looking robot, and I didn't realize this until a while ago, but I actually just love robots. I love robots in games. Robots are cool, so I'm all for Lucas. Now, both of these units will be coming out sometime in December. Last year, it was Felix had come out maybe on the week before Christmas, or the Thursday before Christmas. I'm not sure what day that was, or the Friday before Christmas. And so I would probably say it was like in like the 18s or something like that. So maybe I think that this character would come out sometime around the last Thursday before Christmas. So if you're looking into that, just expect him around that time, I guess. But yeah, if you're gonna be pulling on these Black Friday units and not spending money, and unless you have like a sizable horde, it's either these Black Friday units or this unit here, and you're kind of like taking a gamble. Let's say you like look at the Black Friday units and they're like amazing. You're kind of taking a gamble by waiting, because these units could be not what you're looking for. Like for Lucas, it just says tank. It doesn't mention if it's a physical tank, if it's a magic tank. That makes a big difference, because I have Charlotte, CG Charlotte, and I think she's really good for now. My plan is to get CG Cecil next. I don't really want another magic tank, so that would be a reason that, like, if Lucas is a magic tank, I would definitely not pull on this banner, because I want CG Cecil no matter what. I really would want Levinson, just because he is a hybrid unit. His TMR could possibly be something that could boost my Elena, and I already have amazing hybrid equipment due to Elena, and like going for like stuff like Red Hellebore and like other stuff. So Levinson is definitely a great possibility of a unit that I will go hard for. Yeah. And then lastly, they talked about the story reset. Basically, they're working on the story reset for January, and then after that, they talked about the season 3 of Brave Exvius, and then Brave Exvius is like basically more story mode. Basically, all that equates to me is more lapis that I can get. That's it. More lapis. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically. There's also they also talked about Dark Visions, which is basically a mode that was in Japanese, where you can basically you get graded on how well you kill bosses. That's it. And yeah, so. Oh my god! I guess I'll show you this too, because they did show it, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So they just showed all the winners of the unit design contest. There's Napi, the physical attacker, magic attacker, Yigni. Here's Kresnik the healer. Cacteria, the debuffer. King Bahimi, the tank. And then here's like a boss, and then they basically had like bosses after that. So they're all really cool, but we don't know when we'll see the characters, and I want to see them in sprites. So we'll probably get like an update. I think they had mentioned before that it takes like around 4 to 5 months to like finish a whole sprite or something like that, and then like after that there's like a whole another process, so it takes like around 6 to 7 months to like actually like make a new character. So probably around anniversary in January, or sorry, probably around anniversary in in July. I think it's in July, yeah. Probably around then, will we start to see like the characters again. Um, so after that, we got news today about all the new event that we're going to be getting in Brave Exvius. This event is going to be a Dragon Quest 11 event. That's the follow up. It's basically part two of the Dragon Quest event that we had last month. It was like, I think it was the end of September, beginning of October. Yeah, that like around that time period. Yeah, and that was the event where it just had like Mordragon and Great Dragon, and then Jasper Unbound and Lord of Shadows weren't here. But yeah, so now we're gonna get a banner with all three of them. We're in Japan. I'm pretty sure they just had these two. But yeah, this is what we're gonna get. Um, and you know they go right ahead and explain like how the key system works, but like I'm gonna tell you right now, stay away from this banner. Stay away. Like this banner is so predatory, and like if you're a Dragon Quest fan like I pretend to be, you know, I think that this is pretty hurtful. I really liked the way the Dragon Quest like units looked, and I think that if you just did a regular banner, you know, people could still spend money. Like, I don't know how this is gonna get people to spend more money. I think this is gonna get people to be like, yo, I have to spend a lot of money to get this. I don't have enough for this. Like, I think a little money is better. Like, I don't know. Maybe the people that do end up spending for it make it worth it. And this video is going on a little long, so I'm gonna make this quick. This is a Dark Elemental Super TMR. Any Super TMR that's like tied to elements, I definitely don't like. I'm more, because like I said, I love supports, so I'm more always into having a character imbue you, and then you having like a weapon of your choice. Basically, I'm all about choice. It's TMR, remove all status effects from all enemies and all allies, and deal partial unmitigated damage to all enemies. I love that TMR. Oh my god. Remove all status effects from all enemies and all allies. So just, you know, dark hole white. I love it. Jasper Unbound, Super TMR, Supreme Sentinel, boost attack and magic 60% and boost physical and magic damage against human. Really good, like really good stat stick, and then Human Killer are also really good. Boost HP and attack 30% and attack by 30% when equipped with Fist. 60% with Fist and then 20% HP. That's decent. That's decent. And then Mordragon, who you always remember, his cloak, that's alright. His staff is really high. Oh, that staff, I was talking about what was higher than that. Alright, 180 right here. Really powerful stick right there. And then, you know, the GOAT, Great Dragon, right there, holding it down for everybody for that week. And yeah, so like I said before, basically like this banner works kind of like the same, where the gold keys give you the unit of your choice, and the silver keys give you basically like a random unit. And then on the third step even you get like guaranteed one of these three. That's pretty decent there, but like, you know, it's still, the banner's still yuck. Next they talk about basically how to receive any of these units. Let's see, the box summon. I want to know where they talk about the gold keys. Looking for where they talk about the gold keys. Okay. DQ 11S special unit summon keys number 2. Gold can be acquired by summoning Dragon Quest blah blah blah. Step banner trade summoning keys number 2. Gold gold for units, blah blah blah. So it's like, I think it's trade one. It's like key number 2, but it's like 1 gold key can trade for like 1 unit, for like 1 5-star. And I'm pretty sure that there's like what's it called? You get you don't even get the trust coins. You don't even get the trust coins. I'm probably just gonna pull on that first pull for the guaranteed, because if it's a guaranteed 5-star from the new pool, that's like pretty good. And then if I can get this dude, no, I probably won't do it. No, I probably won't do it, and I'll tell you why. I probably won't do it actually, and I'll tell you why. Will no longer be able to use. Damn, they let you know when it won't be able to use by. Jeez. But yeah, here are all the new units they talk about. These are the old guys that you remember. 11, he has all of his stuff is the same. He hasn't gotten a boost yet. They should have buffed him. Here's the new ally, Eric. I really don't want to go over all of their stuff, because like I really can't recommend any of it to you. None of it is like good enough where I can say, hey man, spend 25k lapis to like get 1 copy of this. Like it's just not. It's just not. Okay, I'm sorry, Gumi. I'm sorry. It just not. And like, you put this on an infinite lapis banner, pull as many times as you like. Who is this aimed at? Who would do this? I don't know. Yeah, so here's Serena again. I got one of her. Hopefully there's like I think this is a raid again. I'm not sure. But hopefully I can like manage to pull her again, and then I can fuse her into a 7-star. Maybe. That's my hope. Sylvando's here. My man's sprite is popping. Too bad I guarantee that I'll never see it. I guarantee I'll never see this sprite, and it looks amazing. His sword, once again, STMR light elemental. Hate it. His TMR, oof. His TMR, oof. Oh no, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Oh my god. Allure skills 60% with clothes, cool. An ability I don't care about. Attack, it's not true double hand, but its attack is lower than spear I can get in a trial. I already have. But the killers are cool though. But like, yeah, and you know, sprite is beautiful. And then Rab, I'm loving the Godbird scepter. I love this. And then this I hate. So like, yeah, overall the TMRs aren't good enough to like worth spending 25k just to get one. And then yeah, and before, I'm pretty sure there was a way where if you spent 25k, like you ended up getting like the coins, and then you added them up, and then like when you did 2 steps or whatever, you had enough to get like a prism. It doesn't look like they have that here, so that means you have to spend 50k lapis to get a 7-star of one of these Dragon Quest units, from my understanding. And if that is true, because I guess you can roll with like the 4 silver keys, and then like, you know, you get like a random unit. So you get 1 random, and then one gold, and then like, but like if that's true, then this is like the worst. This is worse than the other banner, and I hate it. But like, if you want to pull on it, that's like your decision. But like, I don't recommend it. Lord of Shadows is a cool looking. Definitely a cool looking unit, and I love his TMR. One of the better TMRs here. Jasper Unbound, this TMR pass, like it's not good enough to worthy pull on the unit, and like it's not even worthy to even talk about what these units can do, because I know for a fact I'm gonna see so little of them, and a lot of them are gonna be like, no, I'm just not gonna see them, man. I don't think a lot of people are gonna pull on this banner. And of these units, I still think Hero's really good. 11, I think Eric. I think his TMR here. I think that if what didn't have an element, it would be good, but not really good. STMR, I don't want to talk about it. This guy, his whole brigade, I'm loving everything he's bringing to the table. I got his stuff on my mule. Her, her stuff is alright, but like still pass. Her stuff is better. I think if she gets buffed to the way she was in the Japan version, she's great. I think his stuff is pass, and then him and his unit has to be amazing, but it's not even worth talking about because his TMR and STMR are really like pass in my mind. I think her team, like, none of these TMRs stand out, man. It's the TMRs themselves, they really need to get a little better. But yeah, so out of these units, I would definitely not recommend to get any of them. I wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend to save for like if you're looking to spend on something like a damage unit. Skip this banner. Take your rope. Start skipping. Do a backflip. Jump in. Corbin Blue. Skip this banner. And I would say wait for the next banner that is going to be November 28th. It's going to be the Black Friday units. Wait for that. Or you can do what I'm going to do and wait for this. That's right, baby. We got the units. It's dropped today in the Japanese side. If you know, when you watch the Japanese side, whenever they get like a collab, and this has been this way since the Kingdom Hearts originally came last year with Sora and Cloud. About 1 month exactly later, we will get our units. So they will see that they'll get like they got Sora in the beginning of December, and we got Sora like maybe in January, like January 10th or something like that. So like we got Sora like immediately afterwards that the Kingdom Hearts banner. That same thing happened with Sora and Riku and Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth. And then the same thing happened with Dragon Quest. And it happened again with Dragon Quest today. 1 month ago today, this banner dropped in Japan side. And then at the end of September, when the first banner dropped on global side, 1 month ago then is when, like at the end of August, is when the first banner dropped. So I can almost not guarantee, but my hunch is worth skipping. My hunch, seeing these units here today, right here, knowing they're already confirmed to come into global, is worth holding on to my Lapis forever. And it's worth. I will never pull on another unit ever until these units come out. I will never ever pull a 5K until these units come out, because this looks like the banner to pull on. It's already confirmed. We already got it confirmed that Al is what's it called, a tank. It shows his TMR here. No, that's one of his abilities. Increases defense, the spirit for all allies, reduces damage by 4 turns against barrier. I think this is one of his cooldown abilities. And this is his TMR here. Attack and defense increased by 40%. HP, MP gradually recovered every turn. The attack and defense. So this kind of like shows you that he's probably gonna be like a pseudo tank, pseudo healer. He's probably not going to have full on tank kit the way I see it. He's probably going to have just some attacks. But it seems like maybe he'll have like a lot of healing kits too. So I'll say I'm really looking forward to this unit. That's all I'm saying. Like Al was the unit that I was waiting for to see, because if he was going to be a magic tank, I wasn't going to go for it, because I really wanted to get, like I said before, I really wanted to get Cecil. But it looks like he's going to be a physical tank. It showed one of his abilities here. His TMR is about defense and not spirit. So like, that really goes and shows that, he's going to be more edging towards the physical tank, which is exactly what I need because I'm using Sieghart. So his STMR is like, I think that's one of his shoulder pads. I think that's one of his shoulder pads. It's defense 60. Activates large cat lover when equipped with spirit. I don't know what this means. Maybe it gives you like more spirit extra or something. But is this one increased the LB gauge every turn? So we have to see what his LB is about. Maybe his LB is something sick. Yeah, and then we have Ed. Let's see. So Ed looks like he's gonna be a debuffer and attacker, which I think is good for Ed's character. This is on the Japanese side too, so like you have to really take it with a grain of salt because on the Japanese side, their characters, it's like I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but their characters are a little like more boring than the global counterparts. So Ed could come over and be like a completely different character. But yeah, so he like looks like to be a debuffer and attacker. And if he was on the global side, it would have had little icons too, but they don't do that apparently. His TMR is his cloak. So it's clothes, attack 28, defense 42, spirit 32, activates Flammel Cross, which is the logo. It's the same logo that's on the shoulder of Al's STMR, and then it gives I guess when Ed has it on, he gets a bunch of resistances. So seems pretty good. Let's see what it says about him. I think what it's like, it says an attacker who learns abilities related to fire, water, wind, and soil attributes. Automail martial art increases the amount of increase by burst zones of all allies while damaging all enemies, which means increase the amount of limit burst crystals you get when you're attacking enemies. Hand joined or fire, hand joined. So I guess he has these like hand join moves. I guess these are his abilities for elements. So he has fire, water, wind, and soil, which is earth. Give each enemy a damage of fire, water, wind thing twice. Increase attribute resistance, so he gets resistance. In addition, Automail Blade, you learn by Awakening 7, will cause partial defense damage to all enemies twice. So he has some type of chaining move. Okay, and he has the chaining move in the elements too. Okay, so he has a way to like buff up your team, and then he has a way to attack. So he's like an attacker. Okay, our enemy, which we already knew. Each attribute resistance is reduced while damaging using. So he's really strong because he can he'll be able to fight enemies and tank a lot of enemy hits because he has such high resistance naturally. And then he'll be able to, so I think that'll make him strong in a lot of fights. And he has resistance to a lot of common elements: fire, water, wind, and earth. So yeah, it's really good. His STMR increased attack defense by 50%, and then fire, water, wind, and earth resistance by 60%. Godlike! Oh my goodness. That is a godlike STMR. STMR is on fire. I'm saving all of my ish. And then lastly, I'll go over the other characters too, but we have everyone's favorite on the banner, Roy Mustang. He's going to be like a magic attacker from what it looks like and what it says. I guess I can talk about Al too, which I guess I never talked about. It says, a defense unit that learns a variety of abilities that reduce damage to yourself. Remove the neck is easier to be targeted by the enemy. Reduce the damage to yourself. Rush attack. So sorry, remove the neck is a move that's like provoke. Rush attack reduces physical damage to yourself and gives you a barrier while giving defense dependent damage to an enemy twice. Okay, so it's an attack that reduces physical damage. So it gives you so it reduces damage to just Al, and it gives him a barrier and gives and attacks the enemy twice. Okay. In addition, Stiff Steel that can be acquired at 7-star reduces the damage to all allies while protecting the physical attack on allies in a defensive state. Reduces the damage to all allies while protecting. Okay, so it's like cover. Okay, so he does have cover. W Art will allow you to use specific abilities that Alphonse Elric learns twice per turn. Okay, so he has W. As you learn multiple defense-dependent attack abilities, it is an excellent shield that you can participate in. Okay, so he's like, so he can turn defense into attack. So it seems like he's going to be pretty powerful. And then yeah, so we have Roy Mustang here. He seems like he's gonna be a magic attacker. It looks like he's gonna have a lot of different ways that he can. Well, he's probably just gonna be fire, but we're just gonna look into it. What's going on, Midnight? Actually, I just got started playing JP, which is great because like this just came out. Um, but I play mostly global, and I'm talking about how we should be saving everything for this banner coming up because this is ridiculous. Um, yeah, so Roy Mustang. It says here his TMR is his gloves, which is awesome. I don't know how that's not his STMR, but we'll figure out what his STMR is. Activates Moisture Prohibition when equipped with Magic 52 to Roy Mustang, and then Moisture Prohibition gives him 20% Magic and 30% Fire Resistance, which is great. Yeah, so it's really high Magic, and you can throw their gloves. So throw one on each hand, and then boom, you can start throwing some damage down, snapping those fingers. Um, let's see. It says about Roy Mustang here, a magical attacker that controls powerful fire attribute attacks. Fire increases the power of your LB only the next turn while ignoring some of the defense type damage to one enemy. So it sounds like he's the type of character who's gonna like want to slap down some damage next turn LB, slap down some damage next turn LB. Firebird increases the LB gauge and increases the damage of specific abilities only when it is activated. V Rensai cannot select the same ability more than once, but the specific ability acquired by Roy Mustang can be used 5 times per turn. So he has an ability that seems like a pentacast that he's gonna be like throwing around some damage. Um, yeah, he's gonna be. It seems like he's gonna be throwing around some damage, and he's gonna be like Regina, where he's gonna be able to throw some damage, boost up everywhere, boom, 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 and then he's gonna get like, he's gonna get increased limit crystals, increase his limit gauge, increase the damage on his abilities, increase. So you're gonna have to like come up with like probably like a order that you want to increase things in, so that everything does the most optimal route, where you probably increase the damage first, make sure you have fire, blah blah blah. Well, I guess all of his abilities are gonna be fire. Um, let's see. Cannot use the same ability more than twice. Cannot be used more than 5 times per turn. Furthermore, Let's Burn It Up, learned by Awakening 7, is the turn that was activated while greatly improving your magic power and increasing your LB gauge while lowering the fire attribute resistance of the entire enemy only up damage for specific abilities. Let's see. That one is kind of translated weird. Um, Let's Burn It Up. It's probably like a cooldown ability that was activated while greatly improving your magic power and increasing your LB gauge. So yeah, it's probably a cooldown ability. It increases your magic and it probably gives you a full LB while lowering the fire and then it like lowers the resistance of the enemy, of the whole enemy team, and it powers up your damage for specific abilities. Yeah, so it's like another ability like before, probably a cooldown ability. You can also team up with friends who are good at connecting chains and aim for even greater damage. So he's a chainer too. Yeah, so he's gonna be exactly he's like Regina. He's like Regina and Cherain put together. That's what it sounds like. He's like Regina and Cherain put together, where he's gonna like use 5 different abilities, start chaining up, boom, 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 snapping your fingers, T-Pain, and then yeah. And its STMR is the logo is bar fire, which kind of lame. Increases the magic power by 60% and fire resistance by 80%. Increases damage to demons during magic attacks. Okay, so it's like pretty good. I was saying before, there isn't a lot of magic materia that goes above 50%, but yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And then we have Lieutenant Riza Hawkeye. Her TMR, like her sprite is amazing looking. And her TMR is just attack 40% with a gun, MP 25%. And then yeah, so all these units kind of come out. They if you've been following like the trend between global and Japan, they come out in one side, and then about like a month later, all these like new collab units have been coming out on the global side. It happened with Kingdom Hearts. It happened with and it happened with Dragon Quest. Some of the units that it didn't happen with were like, Octopath Traveler, but like that was kind of like an older collab unit that Japan kind of had for a while. I was actually surprised we even got Octopath Traveler, to be honest, because yeah. Yeah, so I really do think that this banner will be coming out sometime before or after the Christmas banner. So you have to really be patient, and they've been loving, and around the holidays they love smacking these great banners beside each other just so you feel like you have to pull, but you have to stay strong if you want to get these units. And these, especially compared to like the Dragon Quest units that we were just seeing, and even some of the Black Friday units we were seeing, it honestly, those Black Friday units, the TMRs, it's not even worth it to compare. It's not even like this TMR. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you don't have Buster Style or anything already, though, it's pretty good. These units are the reason that I would say you can wait on these units, at least if you're thinking about getting the FMA units, because these units seem like they're going to be in the pool. Top Operative, amazing TMR. Aiden's Trenchcoat, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good TMR, because I'm pretty sure Dark Disguise gives you full immunity. So yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is gonna be pretty good, and like I think that like this stuff here, you can't even get this stuff without spending 25k lapis, and none of these TMRs, none of these on this list is worth 25k lapis, and you have to spend another 25k lapis to get them at 7 stars. This banner is ridiculously bad. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. This is the stuff I want to talk about, because they've already announced that they're not going to be nerfing any more than units that come out. So these TMRs are what we're getting, or better. We're getting this or better. All the banners are coming out, and it's all coming out right now. And the last thing I want to show you guys before I go off is they kind of just show you like what the 7-star sprites look like. So they're not too big. At least it's not like a chair or anything in the background. They could have definitely like threw like a door behind Ed or something like that, and you wouldn't want to see that. You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. Yeah. But yeah, there are too many banners right now. If you're on the global side, I'm begging you, wait for this banner, because this is the banner that my guys are always going to be on. All it's going to be, my first 3 units are going to be Ed, Al, Roy, for the rest of my life. Ed, Al, Roy for the rest of my life. So yes, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have this video up hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. And take care. Make sure to follow the channel. Make sure to follow the Twitch page, Midnight08. Thank you for the follow today. I really appreciate that. This will be pre-New York or start 2020. Yeah. I think this is gonna definitely be like really close. And I was saying this before. I think I was saying this before you jumped in the channel. It's basically like, for me, it's basically this unit here, Levinson and Lucas. It's either him or Ed and Al, because I use Elena a lot. I like the hybrid units, so like having a limited hybrid unit could possibly like bring a lot of good TMRs, and an STMR could be pretty good. And I have like not a substantial horde, but like, I'm growing my little horde, so like I feel like by the time Levinson comes out, I could have around like 40k lapis, so maybe I could like drop some, possibly get him, and he'd be good for like me. But it's possible that he's not very good. And I was saying this before too, if Lucas is if he's a magic tank, then I don't want him, because like I'm just like, I don't want the banner at all. I think I'd skip the whole banner, which is sad, because I don't like to see, I like this collecting, you know what it is. I like collecting the units, but but it's too hard. It's too hard out here. And these rates are too low. Silver Phantom 08, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. There are too many banners right now, obviously. Too many banners. And you know how they love to do it on Christmas time. They're definitely gonna slap us up with the banners, and we're just gonna have to kind of hold that. Just gonna have to hold that. But like I said, stay strong, everyone. It's almost. I feel like we're almost here. We knew about this at the beginning of like October. We've known about this banner coming for a little while. Oh yeah, and they're getting the I don't even remember what commandment this is. I don't remember what sin this is. Not pride. This is pride. Yeah, so they're getting like the pride boss fight. But yeah, stay strong, guys. I think this is gonna be the banner that that I'm gonna want to pull for. I just think that this is such a cool collaboration, and especially compared to like how they did things with Dragon Quest. They kind of copied how they did it in the Japan side. So if they copy how they're doing it in the Japan side for us, I would be super happy about it, because it seems like it's a pretty decent deal. The only issue there is they have like a 3% on banner rate, and which is, I forget where they show it. They show it here. Yeah, they have a 3% on banner rate for their units. While we don't even have, we have a 1.5% on banner rate. So yeah, that is that. Let me see if there's anything else. There was one thing I wanted to mention too. I can't find it. It was like, oh no. Yeah, I thought they had shown what type of banner, like what type of step ups they were getting. But no, it doesn't seem like. Oh, wait. There's more information. And they have a free daily pull. Come on. I mean, we have a free daily pull. Thank you for Q app, by the way. By the way, everyone, thank you for Q app, because on Q app you can just download Japanese games, and yeah. I gotta see if there's a way to get re-roll on the banner for, like, because I kind of just started my account, so I don't really have anything of worth on it. So I kind of want to see if there's a way where I can like re-roll on the weekend of like when Ed comes out, so then I can just get a bunch of them on one banner real quick and then start pulling. Let's see. Featured banner. Okay, from Thursday, a free summon will be held once a day during the period to commemorate collaboration with Fullmetal Alchemist. Edition, collaboration, all seen the tournament opportunity. So you get a free summon every day. Okay, so a free summon every day. Okay, cool. Is it a free 10+1 or something? Is it a free 1 summon? To celebrate the Fullmetal Alchemist collaboration of Fullmetal Alchemist, we held a commemorate blah blah blah. Get gorgeous rewards such as this mission only emblem and blah blah blah. Okay. For details, please check. I want to know what the pickup is. A ticket that can be summoned only by pickup summon. So I guess I want to know what the pickup summon is. They don't really talk about it. But yeah, you basically have to clear the raid a bunch of times. I don't know how I'm going to get some units powerful enough to clear the raid, but hopefully I can get some Cactuars and I can raise some units up real quick, and I can do it all in Japanese. And then lastly, they have this. This is truly lastly. Okay. So they have, it looks like to be a banner. By summoning a banner, 11 summons per session, 5,000 lapis, banner. One item listed in the panel is randomly selected. There are 9 panels in total, and only 1 sheet per person. Luxurious rewards will appear. So, from 9 panels include useful items such as the collaboration summon ticket and the luminous unit of the collaboration unit. What? So it looks like the source of Edward Elric, the Prism, Trust Moogle, Alphonse Prism, some ticket, pick what, Prism. Maybe, I don't really understand what this means. So I think it's like an extra summon which gives you extra stuff. So it looks like there's like an extra summon. Definitely not something to cry about. Good stuff. Really awesome time to be playing Japan. Translation, boo. But I think it'll be cool to have something that I can just kind of mess around with, pull as much as I want, gain as much as I want on one side, and then I can just come over to and be saving on global side and stuff like that. I think that is like my favorite part about playing in Japan, and like getting Edward and like doing the missions over there and like spending over there is gonna make me feel a lot better. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and take care. I'll see you.